Internet, you did it again. You ruined another gear release surprise. Why? Why do you insist on always doing this? What's going on, my friends? It's your old pal Sean Pierce Johnson here, and welcome to a very special episode of Stompbox Saturday. Now, you already most likely know about the Walrus Audio Fundamentals series. It was leaked several weeks ago, but now we finally get to hear them, and I got lucky enough to get both the phaser and distortion. Now, I had intended to put the two together in one video and show you everything about both of them at once. But when I started playing the distortion, man, this thing just found so many different tones and uses with so many different guitars in the arsenal that really, this thing deserves a video all on its own. So if you don't want to miss that, be sure you click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. So to get us started, we are going to take a look at the fundamental phaser, which phaser was my first favorite effect pedal. Phase 90, that little orange box just opened whole new worlds to me. And with a phaser like this at only $99, you get exactly what that little orange box can do and a whole heck of a lot more. Now, the whole of the Fundamental series follows this exact format. 3 sliders act as your controls, moving from left to right, left being the least amount of whatever the control offers, and right being the most amount of what the control offers. On the phaser, we have a slider for rate, depth, and feedback. Now, rate, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's going to control how fast the phase shifting effect occurs. Depth is going to be sort of the apparentness of the phasing effect, of how much of it you hear. But feedback, man, this is the thing that really sets a phase shifter apart if you want to go for more subtle or more throaty, resonant kind of phase shifting, because it feeds some of your phase signal back into the circuit. So sort of creating this weird feedback loop thing that just increases the overall phasiness, if you will. But the adjustability doesn't just end with those 3 sliders. We have 3 different voicing selections for us on the fundamental phaser: light, medium, and heavy. So in my mind, when I first saw this pedal, I'm thinking, cool, maybe I can get stuff that's like as subtle as a Phase 45 that you could use on like an old school country honky tonk record, or you can dial it to be more extreme, throaty, resonant, something that you might hear from like late 90s Science and Make Yourself era Incubus and Mike Einziger kind of stuff. Sort of like Boss Super Phaser kind of stuff. And really, I gotta say, it does exactly all of those things. And I just have to make one little observation about just the whole aesthetic of the Fundamental series. The look of it is very uniform, and that's pretty cool. But I think the best detail is the fact that each of the sliders has the Walrus logo embossed on it. It's just one of those small little touches that you wouldn't think actually ups the cool factor of a pedal, but it really does. And that's really all I can say about it before we actually hear this thing. Okay, let's plug in the fundamental phaser and hear it do its thing. I'm gonna leave the sliders dead center and just cycle through the light, medium, and heavy modes. This will give you an idea of the starting point that you have when you pick up a fundamental phaser for yourself and start exploring the space. So let's plug in with the Strat and do some pretty things, maybe a little funky things, and let's do the thing. It's interesting to me how just by flicking that switch between the light, medium, and heavy settings really sort of dictates how you might use this type of sound. But of course you have the rate, the depth, and the feedback controls to get just about any kind of sound you want. With that in mind, the feedback control really does start to open up a lot of different versatility within each of these modes. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to slow down the rate, going to up the depth, and then we're gonna start in the light mode with the least amount of feedback and move that slider over so that we can hear just how much that feedback incorporates into the phasing sound. Now, either I'm going crazy or the heavy mode sounded like it started to veer itself into Flanger territory. The sort of jet phasing thing started coming in, and it felt like a comb filter. Oh, that was weird to experience in the room, but it's still a lot of fun. And I feel like I've made my case when it comes to this pedal, that it's capable of everything from your classic Phase 45, Phase 90 sounds, to the Boss stuff, to even something similar to Lillian. Really, for $99, it's got more controls than some of those other pedals, but even still, it's like, I love the Boss Super Phaser, but you can only buy those used, and ones in good condition are over $100. This thing does pretty much exactly what that pedal does, but it's $99 brand new. And so, with that, why don't we go ahead and dive further into the fundamental phaser by coming up with a bunch of different phasing sounds, covering all different kinds of phaser applications that you could use yourself. there it is, my friends, the fundamental phaser from Walrus Audio's brand new Fundamental series. It does exactly what I thought it was capable of doing, getting everything from a subtle little whoosh to something much more wow and resonant and, well, phasey. You get everything from the classics to the sci-fi stuff, and really, what more could you want from a phase shifter? Now, of course, I said we have the distortion pedal to look at coming up, and this thing, man, it's a titan. So if you don't want to miss the video, remember to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. But in the time being, I want to know what you all thought of the Fundamental phaser. Let me know in the comment section down below, and if you have any questions about this particular series of pedals, I will be happy to answer whatever questions I am capable of doing. I want to say a huge thank you to all of you for joining me for this week's episode of Stompbox Saturday, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. If you enjoyed watching this video and you would like to support me in my endeavor to make better guitar gear demos for everyone, please do join my email newsletter club, where every single video I make gets sent directly to your email inbox without YouTube's algorithm screwing up our communication. Just go to SeanPierceJohnson.com/email, enter your name and email address, and that is all. And by the way, I am still running the Sonic Cake Pedals giveaway this month. So if you would like to enter to win a 3-pedal mini board, go to the link in the description box down below, follow the entry points, and you are entered into this month's giveaway. Until we see each other again, my friends, for our look at the Fundamental distortion pedal, I'm Sean Pierce Johnson, wishing you all watching great tone, great health, and of course, happy stomping. Cheers, friends. God bless.